Hello viewers, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Paper 2, part 2, question 3 is what you want to continue looking at. Thank you for being here. Did you learn something in the previous video? I've been doing a lot of content for you because I know during the holiday you must enjoy learning. You must have been encountering several poems like this poem, The Song of a Wagon Driver. Have you ever read The Song of a Wagon Driver? Did you know it is not a song? It is a poem. Enjoy, read, sing, have oral literature. Remember, the songs that we are preparing for in this question are the oral literature songs. We are not preparing for pop songs. We are not preparing for other cultural songs outside there. The Kenyan system is systematic, looking for different types of songs that were performed and in a comprehensive manner. Comprehend. Who is the persona? Who is the singer? These are the questions that we'll be looking at. Work on that, because this is a question that will give you very high marks. This is a question that you're supposed to score 20 over 20. 20 over 20 is yours. Make sure that you prepare for that. Narratives. How many narratives do you know? Especially the African narratives. Remember, we are looking at oral literature. The trickster narratives, the myths, the legends, the ideological narratives. These are some of the ways that you can revise. Prepare for that. Make a work schedule that you want to follow. Don't revise blindly. When you look at that poem, make sure that every poem that you read, you know the persona of that poem. Who is a persona? The voice in that poem. Look at as many poems as possible. It will open your mind in a powerful manner. Look at poems by Robert Frost, poems by Kenyan writers. Wole Soyinka writes very nice poems that are mind-opening, telephone conversations. These are some of the questions that you must prepare for. Apart from the persona in this question, you have to know that this question wants you to have understood everything. What is the poem about? What is this song about? You have read severally. If you do not understand the meaning of a poem, read it again. Don't get worried. The more you expose yourself to poems, especially during this holiday, look at poems in a joyful manner. Don't make them look like a task. It will help you become an open-minded person. Also learn themes. Themes are tested. What is the subject matter? What is the subject matter in this poem? What is the persona trying to say? Which are some of the styles? Do you know that there are different ways of passing a message? It can be just a plain message that is being passed, for example, by a poet that talks of a flower. I saw a beautiful flower, she was blooming. Did you know that that flower can have a deeper meaning or a surface meaning? Did you know that? So expose yourself to as many poems as possible for you to enjoy. Look at Jonathan Carriera's poems. They are very educative and well balanced and give us an exposure of our Kenyan pieces of work, Ugandan work, so many Song of Okol. These are poems that have been written over and over again. Expose yourself to a whole diverse quality of poems. Even William Wordsworth's poems, there are many. Look at them. Now, still in this question 3, look at the types of narratives. Are you able to classify a narrative? Do you know how to classify a narrative? Do you know that narratives pass a message? Can you see that message when you're reading? There are different activities. Do you know there are social activities, economic activities? Who are these people? Activities are things like farming, but these people are farmers, for example. So have that in mind. Get the tone, the mood, the attitude in this question. That is question 3. Still in paper 2, grammar. Grammar, you should score everything. I recently marked a student's work that is scored 15 over 15. How do you score 15 over 15 in grammar? Expose yourself to as many grammar questions as possible in an open-minded manner. The past KCSE questions, the past questions that you know, do you know inversions? Do you know you can be tested on word derivations? For example, a word that you use, you form another word. A word like maybe governor, which is the position that you can give, which is the word that you can form using governor, maybe gubernatorial. Do you know that? Repeat, for example, which are some of the words that you can form with that. Those are noun derivations. Practice on that. Also practice on ellipsis. That is, you avoid unnecessary repetition when you're speaking. Also, those ones are tested. Once another question that can be tested in grammar, and remember, in grammar, spellings are marked, punctuation marks are marked. If you have been told to rewrite and then you just fill in that word, you're wrong. To rewrite that means you start from the beginning to the end. So pay attention to the those very careless mistakes that students make. These are not your chances to lose such important marks. Also know idioms, meanings of words, idiomatic expressions, phrasal verbs in this question. You will do very well. If you have been revising paper-wise, I have been talking to you on how to revise and excel during the holiday. How well have you been preparing for those exams? Remember, for 2 hours a day in English can change your grade completely when you practice just 2 hours a day. If you're a candidate, you have 24 hours in a day. So just 2 hours that can change your life completely. And remember, English is a compulsory subject. You need to do very well. So we have talked of paper 2. In the previous video, I talked to you about question 1 and question 2. Paper 2, how to excel in those 2 questions. Ask me as many questions as possible because I know you people have been enjoying this lesson. Ask me as many questions as you can. This is a lengthy paper. Work on your reading skills. Do not waste a single minute in the 2.5 hours that you must check. Do not waste a single minute. Make sure every minute counts. When you concentrate, this is something that you will do very well, very well. And remember, how do you do well? You have been preparing for comprehension, question 1. Question 2, you have been reading the set books and you have internalized them. You know that you can tackle any question. Question 3, you have been looking at poems, songs, narratives, and you have been enjoying. Grammar questions are the best. You have been looking at all parts of grammar and you know when you can do well in English. Did you realize if you use the paper-wise approach, you will never leave out anything in English? I hope you have realized that. Now we have covered paper 1, paper 2 in a very systematic manner. Thank you for being here. Please keep subscribing to my YouTube channel. Thank you for being that great learner that has been sharing my content all over. Thank you. Now look out for paper 3. Bye.